Cherries, Emily with you today, and for this month's YouTube Pop, we are focusing on the theme Thankful. So here I have this new Spellbinders Serenade of Autumn collection. So here's their 6x6 paper pack. It comes with all these beautiful paper designs and all these foiled papers as well. And I'm so excited to be using these to make a couple cards for you. And here's Emily Moore Designs brand new A2 card-based paper pack, which is my design here. So here I have the blue, olive, and white, the plain sheets of paper that come in the pack. And I love these because all you have to do is fold them in half. I designed these pieces of paper, so all you had to do was fold in half to get a nice card base, so you didn't have to cut them anymore. So I wanted to use those today, and I love this green. I think will look really nice with some of these patterns here and this light blue. So I'm just kind of looking through my pattern papers and seeing which ones I'd like to use. I really love this sunflower pattern, and I really like these leaves and the gold foil for sure. And here I have the new card sentiment dies that I've also created from Emily Moore Designs, and I'm going to be just cutting out my card bases, so the front of my card here, and also some card liners. So it has this beautiful stitched edge, so I'm just going to go through and cut out some of these pattern papers and see which ones I want to use on the outside and which ones I want to use on the inside. Here's that beautiful sunflower one on the front, and I also cut out some of the brown, so we'll see where I use those. But first I think I want to start with this pretty leaf one. I also grabbed the Serenade of Autumn die cut shapes from Spellbinders. So here I'm going to just dump them out on my table. There's a bunch of really beautiful sayings in here that'll be great for my sunflower card. A bunch of sunflowers, birds, little gold foil pieces, and some leaves, and a bunch of different sentiments that'll work perfectly for cards. So since our theme's thankful, I'm kind of going on the grateful and thankful train here, and I also grabbed some of these chipboard stickers from the same collection. And I decided what I'm going to do is just do my card base separately the card cover separately from the card base. So here I'm just putting on one of the chipboard pieces that says give thanks. I really like that for our thankful card. And I decided I wanted to pop out some of these leaves. So I'm grabbing some of the die cut leaves here, and I'm just going to kind of match them up with which leaves match on the paper, and then put them on a couple of little dots there so they pop up a little bit. I love using this technique when you have patterned paper. Of course, it can be a little busy, but I think that doing something like this really makes those little bits pop, and I just feel like it adds a lot of color and dimension. So just going along with my leaves here, and I'm going over the edge here, but I'm okay with that. I'm going to trim it down, and I also really like these birds, and I decided on this bird flying up in the left-hand corner. So here is my front. I really like this, but I'm going to trim the sides. So this isn't quite the 5.5 by 4.5. It's a little bit underneath that measurement. So we do have a little bit of room, but some of it we want to trim down so that we can put our card in an envelope. So that looks great. I trimmed that down. I also have a couple of these heart chipboards that are foil, and I'm just going to put those on the front of my card on the background here, and that looks great. And then to add even more lift and dimension, I'm going to pop up my base here on some cherry foam tape. I love doing this. This makes our card just really stand out. So here I'm opening my card base, and I like to flatten it out before I place this down to make sure I'm centering it correctly. So doesn't that look beautiful? A lot of lift there. So let's work on the inside. Now I have this really pretty blue with the gold foil pattern, and I'm just going to tape this down nice and flat on the inside up the upper half of my card. So here I wanted to add another sentiment because I felt like the front of my card, I just wanted it to say something more about the person receiving the card. So I like this thankful for you. I think I'm going to use the chipboard here, and the for you is also chipboard sticker. This just makes it so easy to create. And here's this bird. I really liked this bird, so I'm going to put him on the inside here, and I'm going to pretend like he's just sitting on the L of my thankful. So that looks really nice, and look at all that shine. My goodness, it's so shiny and beautiful. So that looks awesome. I'm going to use my card sentiment die, the A2 liner again. The main purpose was for this here, so that I can put this on the inside bottom half or whatever side of your card so you can write your sentiments on. But I love using it as the front cover or even for the inside like I did here. So there's that card. It's so beautiful. Give thanks. And then I'm saying thankful for you, which I really love. So now let's do this sunflower card. I'm doing the same thing here, except for the front base of this card, I'm going to tape this down. I'm not going to use foam on this, and I really just love how this pops with that green paper. I really like the saying, the stand tall and keep your face to the sunshine. It's really beautiful. I feel like this is more of an encouragement type card. But I am going to add a little bit of a gratitude sentiment on the inside. So here I'm just putting little sunflowers on like I did on my other card and adding some of those chipboard hearts. And there's a little cluster that I'm going to put on the center of that sunflower there. And that looks nice and pretty. So now I'm just opening this up and just kind of figuring out if I want to add this brown piece or not that I did cut out also with the card sentiment dies. But I do like this grateful, you are such a great friend. I really liked that. I thought it went well with the thankful theme, grateful, thankful. And I'm going to add a couple of these gold hearts just with some glue on the inside of my card. I felt that the olive green from the Emily Moore Designs paper pack just worked really well with the greens and browns and yellows of the sunflowers in this collection from Spellbinders. So just putting on the grateful part with a little bit of cherry dots, and that looks awesome. Love that. And I also cut out a liner for the inside bottom half of this card as well. So just going to put that in so somebody can write their sentiments there. And then here's my sunflower card. Grateful, you are such a great friend. I love that. And here is that first card, the give thanks. The inside, thankful for you. And you can write your sentiments on that perfect liner there. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hop along.